Hi, Aquarius. This is Just with your October 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aquarius, this is definitely you dealing with. Some of my Aquariuses are really dealing with a lot right now. I feel like things were okay just a minute ago, and then something happened, like out of the blue. Okay. I feel like I'm feeling really strongly for a lot of my Aquarius's home life has been shaken up for a lot of you. Okay. Some of you have recently lost your job. Some of you recently got evicted. You're about to be foreclosed on. Someone in your life, like, so this could just be family members. Someone in your family could have recently left their home, had an emergency situation, but it's affecting you. Like, somebody's like, okay, I got kicked out. Can I come stay with you? Or they just show up at your door. Others of you could have experienced a recent death in the family, but the death literally affected your family. So if it wasn't an actual person that lives in the home, then it was someone very close that you now have to be involved in, perhaps getting money, giving money for the funeral, helping out, with the family. Maybe children are involved, so now you have to participate in that. All hands needs to be on deck, and they're calling for both of yours to be on deck in some kind of way. Now, people around you, they really do not understand or know, for that matter. Some of them may know a little bit, but for the most part, most people do not even understand the shakeup that has just transpired in your life. Okay. And I feel like Aquariuses are doing their best just to keep their head low, keep hands on deck, and do the best that they can. You guys are really trying to do the best that you can. And when this happened, for you, those of you that this applies to, this shakeup, this thing literally came out of nowhere. It destabilized you at first. At first, mentally, being an Aquarius, you guys are amazing at coming up with just the right alternative method to really solving just about any problem. But this destabilized you guys just for a minute. Mentally, you were a little stuck and didn't know what to do. I would imagine people now coming to your home would make anyone feel a bit stuck. And then, of course, someone passing and there being all of these shifts and changes would do that as well. So, there was a little destabilization, and some of you guys are probably feeling that right now, like you're feeling a bit stuck. But I feel like in your heart of all hearts that everything is going to be okay. I'm sensing that some of you guys are saying, I don't know how this is all going to work out, but, it'll work out. Like eventually you just said to yourself, I don't know how all this is going to work out, but it's going to be okay. It's going to work out because you may be the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. And so really, there is no opportunity for you to break down and lose faith and just curl up in the corner and, hide away. No, you have to be very much active. Some of you guys on a hills of losing a job, you could just have literally just now have started a new job, because I do see out of a major shakeup. So for some Aquariuses that has recently lost a job, some of you have just as quickly found a new job, and now you are working yourself like crazy, working this job. Perhaps you've taken on another job, but there's a lot of responsibility. Okay, for those of you that you can say, yes, I've just recently lost a job, I haven't found a new job yet, you will be finding a job very soon. I want to say in the next 2 weeks or by the end of the month. So let me clear that up, because a lot of people, they'll hear this reading and they'll be in this same circumstance of looking for work, and then they'll comment and say, well, no job for me yet. Okay, well then you're not in this time space. Okay, you could be more into November. It just depends on where your energy is as it relates to this reading, or it may not relate to you at all, and therefore you need to go to other areas of your chart that is not Aquarius to get some more insight as it relates to your career aspect. Okay, but for those of you that this will relate to, you will find that in the midst of all of this chaos and upset, there will be a silver lining. And for those of you that have not found a job yet, you will be finding one very quickly. Okay, very quickly. And I know that you guys feel that in your heart of all hearts. Again, there is this understanding that everything is going to work out. Some of you could have already started the interviewing process, and therefore it's been taking quite some time. Like, okay, I got one interview, but I didn't hear back to get my second or the follow up. So there is a taking of time as far as the process is concerned and you actually starting. But I feel like, again, more latter part to going into the end of October, you'll start to see things happening for you a lot more rapidly. Okay, again, those of you looking for new employment. Now, I see that as it relates, okay, so still focusing on career. I feel like for those of you looking for work or at the workplace, there could have been a lot of shakeups. Again, for some of you, some people were let go and now your job has shifted, or there's been a disbursement of the remaining work for those people that are no longer there. Now you're having to take on two different people's work, so your work and someone else's work, your work and two other people's work. And some of you are going to say in the month of October, like, I don't know how much longer I can take this. Yeah, I'm making a little bit more money, but this is too much. Like, I don't have time for myself anymore. I'm working all of these crazy hours. I'm taking on all of this work because you guys decided to let people go. You're not rehiring anyone. You guys are dragging your feet with bringing more people in. I mean, this is crazy. And some of you may actually say, listen, I'm going to leave. And then your company is like, no, we don't want you to leave. Like, we need you to stay. That type of thing. Now, I feel like some of you have... So now, as it relates to this situation, this work situation, home life being disrupted, that sort of thing, I feel like love is... And then it's this weird situation you guys have going on with love as well. And I kind of want to get into that a little bit later. So I really want to try to focus on... Okay, so going back to the family situation, because I'm feeling very strongly that family is the issue. Now, I don't feel like you guys are having actual problems with family members. I feel like everyone is okay with each other, and it's kind of good to have everyone back together. And I feel like eventually you will get to that place of, like, again, everything coming full circle and you seeing the silver lining in all of it. Even if someone passed on, I feel like it's going to reunite and mend fences that would have not happened at this time had the person not passed on. So out of this chaos will come, again, silver linings and blessings out of this chaos. It's just, you'll be more evident once the dust settles. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys, because I feel like you guys are definitely coming into this month feeling a bit out of sorts as far as you're concerned. You're not able to kind of really cultivate yourself in a healthy way. Some of you may feel out of it. Some of you may feel a bit hopeless, like, this situation is like, how is this going to get any better type of thing, even though, again, this is not anything that you're communicating to people, but these are the internal feelings that you guys are feeling. But in fact, it kind of has to get bad in order to get good, because everything will work itself out. Okay. So again, I'm seeing a lot of better things and energies transferring as we get into October and coming to the ending part of October. Okay. Now, I also see, so if you guys have, if anyone's owed you money, or if you guys have had to pay out money to people, I feel like you'll be able to get a settlement. Okay. So if there's been you going to court to try to get monies back, I feel like you will be getting some type of monies, where there was like a trickle effect, like this person was giving a little at a time, just a tiny bit at a time. I feel like there'll be a lump sum of money that's given to you. There will also be, additional monies that's coming to you. For some of you that's been waiting on a severance payment, I feel like that's, again, your company closed doors, whatever. I feel like you'll get a small amount, or you'll be getting part of your check. Some of you, it could be unemployment, and then there'll be this severance package, a lump sum that some of you will be getting, okay? And so that's what I see for you guys as far as career is concerned. Again, if you're looking for work, I would say definitely when you're going on an interview process, I feel like there's going to be a lot of questions being asked, a lot of follow-up questions being asked. If you think that, some of you are thinking that, hey, I don't think I'm going to get that job, or you got a notice that, you didn't hear back from them. You're thinking that it's a done deal. You're not going to get the job. You may be hearing back from people, because I definitely see old circumstances coming back. Okay, people coming back to ask more questions, to start up another round of interviews, that sort of thing. So some of you could be getting callbacks again toward the latter part of October. I want to say like the end of the second week, going into the third week and on, from old places that you've interviewed for. And you also may be being offered a position from a past company, someplace you've worked for before, or a place that you've applied for before. Now, as it relates to love, because I was interpreting it for work, because I did see that very strongly, but I'm feeling like this upset mostly is affecting Aquarius's home life, so family life, that sort of thing. I feel like now, as it relates to love, some of you have this weird situation where it's like some of you have an allegiance or an alignment to family, even though you're not. When I say family, someone that your ex-husband, ex-wife, the mother of your children, the father of your children, people that you have created an extended family with. I feel like there is an obligation to them, okay? And you find yourself, some of you have found yourself still cleaving to old relationships that has resulted in a family. So you may not be in a relationship with the person, but since you guys have that quote unquote still family theme relationship, the person is still very much in your life. You may find yourself still aiding them, helping them. You guys collectively helping the children, coming on board, being in each other's lives because of the children in the family unit, even though the kids could be a lot older. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be small kids, but you and this person have had a very long-standing relationship. And so there's that. I feel that I'm getting very strongly that Aquarius is, you guys want to love, you want to move on to a love relationship, but you're still kind of holding on to someone from your past, something from your past. Now, again, I was feeling very strongly as it relates to that family unit. Again, someone that you're not you guys are not in a relationship, but you're family. And so, again, you don't necessarily, like, there may be someone else out there that you're interested in, even that you can be conversing with or seeing, but you can't give them all of you because of this family thing, because you have your family situation going on. Okay, so family has been the theme for you guys in one way or another in these past few months. And I feel like some of you are having to, again, be the patriarch, be the matriarch of the family, of this type of family unit, okay? Now, some of you have been in relationships that is pretty taxing on you. Some of you could have been dealing with someone, and it doesn't matter the sign, and so I'm gonna I'm kind of going to start getting away from that. But for my Aquarius men, you love someone, but you're confused because you have several options, okay? I feel like you have an allegiance to someone, for some of you that relates to, and then you're socially dating, you're seeing other people, or if you're in a relationship with someone, you're still socially dating, like there could be somebody at work that you're interested in your neighborhood, in your everyday life, there's other people. You have a lot of options. Although you do have special feelings from one particular person, I feel like you're not really sure. There's this unsureness of, where do I go? I have feelings for this person, but it's a lot of responsibility, kind of keeping, it's one relationship you're in that could be taxing on you. Okay. And there's other people and other options that you have. And there's been you trying to work things out with this relationship that you have. Like, there could be a person that you're in a relationship with and they need more from you. They may need more of your time, more of your effort. And you're like, okay, well, this is all that I can give you. I remember kind of saying the same thing to you guys last month, where somebody's going to tell you all this stuff and you're like, okay, you're not really ready to go to take the steps that some people are ready for you to take because you have other obligations. It could be work obligations, career. Again, this family thing is very important. Okay. And as a result, I feel like there could have been a breaking up of a relationship of some sort, like something came to a head. And when it did, you were left feeling stuck. Like, okay, I don't know what to do now. You're confused. You have these feelings for this person, but you kind of can't extend yourself any more than what you have with them. Okay. Possibly again, because there's another person. All right. Or there's again, these obligations that you have outside of them that you're just like, I can't give you all of me right now. I can give you what I can give you, but I have other obligations too. That's exactly what I'm feeling very strongly for you guys. And for you Aquarius ladies, there is a man that really does love you, but he gives you confused, like his signals are very confusing. As far as his love language, the way that he communicates his feelings for you is a bit confusing to you. Okay. So you don't know if you should trust him or not. You may feel like, yes, when I need him financially, he's there. He'll give me money and that sort of thing. But again, I'm not his one and only, if that makes any sense. And you as well, Aquarius women, you as well have other options. Okay. And I feel like there has been some shakeup. So if you're in a committed relationship, you guys live together, you're married, I feel like work life and the stresses of home life, work life, all of this stuff could have taken a toll on your relationship. For my married Aquarius ladies, your husband could want more of your time, your attention, your affection. And for my Aquarius men, it feels like you want love, but it's like you're not getting the love that you really desire. Okay. And the options that you have, you're really not sure of. I'm just getting a strong feeling of like, you guys don't want to make a mistake. And I'm talking about the single ones now. So, if you're in transition, like you want to get rid of someone, but you guys are still like at that last ditch effort feeling like, okay, this is my last ditch effort. And I feel like there was a breakup. You want to reunite. I know I'm sounding like I'm all over the place. So guys, try and keep up, because I don't want this to sound confusing. I hope it's not for you guys. But the emotional thing that you guys are going through is kind of frustrating, because I'm sensing very strongly that for some of you, so for some of you in the home life, living together, married, in a very committed relationship, I don't feel like your needs are being met 100%. You're trying your best to give what you can to your mate, but life responsibilities and then this disruption that has happened, could be a bit of a challenge. And now you guys will be at this point of mending fences toward the latter part of October. Okay, damn, bam, that's you guys. Now, the single Aquariuses, you're looking for love, you're wanting love, you have a lot of options. Ladies, there's someone that's interested in you. You have options. His communication style as far as expressing himself is a bit confusing. Men, you have a lot of options, but there is someone that you have. I'm getting for my men, there's two different people, there's two different circumstances. And for ladies, there's this family situation that you guys are aligned with, but you may not be with the person, but there's like this, we're family, and this is kind of what we do. Like, you may travel together, the person may come over to your place, you go over to their place. So if you still have that going on, then some of you that's dating, your mate or the people you're dating is like, well, when am I going to get invited over? And they can't, because it's like, well, I have a situation going on type of thing. And some of you, I feel, kind of want to get back with someone that recently there was a breakup with. So there could have been a recent breakup with somebody else, again, because you have so much going on, and they may not have felt that their needs were being met, even though you felt like you were doing all that you can, but to them it wasn't enough. Okay. And it threw you off for a while, but I feel like, it's left you in a state of being confused emotionally. Like, do I go back to the person? Do I just scrap it and move forward? I do have other options, but I don't know. I don't want to make a wrong decision and get myself caught up with somebody that I will regret being with, So it's those type of emotions coupled with all of this crap you got going on in your regular life. And I feel like when it comes to love, for a lot of Aquarius, it's a hopelessness. Like, you know what? I'm never going to be with my soulmate and the person I really want to be with, because I have this damn family I got to take care of. Or I got this damn work I got to do. I got work and damn family, and I'm single, but I can't really enjoy it because my family is over here all the time. Or I'm always freaking working, and people need to understand that I'm not your average person. I'm me. So you're going to have to accept it. Like, it's that type of situation too, but I feel like the thing is that you guys don't stress yourself out about it, because as this month comes to a close, you guys are going to get to a place where, that person, if you guys go back to that person, because there is somebody from your past that I feel some of you have been trying to think, should you go back to? When are they going to come back to you? That type of thing. I feel like if the person comes back, you may be a bit confused at first if they come back to you. If you go back to them, there may be this weird energy at first, but then things will start to work itself out. So whatever you're going through for the month of October is going to work itself out as the month goes closer. You're going to be frustrated, for those of you that's ready for love, and all these freaking obligations is blocking you to an extent. But I feel like through an ending of a situation, there may be like a fallout. Okay. Some of you may have to tell people that you've been giving money to, I'm not giving you any more money. And there may be a fallout with that. Okay. It's like, here's the last little bit of money, and then you have to figure your situation out. Okay. So ending some things and trimming the fat and streamlining your life as you need to, you really need to do that. Okay. If you guys are truly and really wanting love, and you have to kind of separate yourself as much as you can from your family so that you can have more of your time, so that you can reclaim your happiness. But I feel like, again, things are going to work itself out as you get further into October. So that's what I have for you guys for the month of October. Hopefully this resonates with you guys, and I've explained it in enough detailed way so that it makes sense. Comment below if you can relate to this. Definitely share if you like, and let us know how it relates to you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome guys, and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, guys.